Welcome to Jay's Daily Pre-Market Briefing for February the 15th, 2018. There'll be no video for Friday as we're going into Chinese New Year now. So happy Chinese New Year to everybody celebrating. And for those of you that aren't, and continue to enjoy the videos and the markets. So going into Thursday, today basically not much going on during the European session, and then a lot of news going into the US session. We've got Canadian ADP, as well as US PPI, core PPI, Empire State, Philly Fed, unemployment claims, and then at 9:15 we've got industrial production and 10:30 nat gas storage. So a lot of news ahead of the US cash stock market open. So just be aware of that. And starting off with the euro 122.095, that area held, and we worked our way up through. We've got a close above the 123.61 half to 123.36 half. We came back down the day before yesterday, pierced it, and then continued back up. And so what we've been suggesting would happen based on what you see with the arrows has transpired in terms of we would stay between the 123.61 half and 122.095, and a break either lower or higher would determine the direction. And that's what's happened with the euro. The euro has moved up. We're coming into the key levels now. So the key levels for today most likely are going to be 125.66, 126.15. If we get beyond that, we're probably looking at the 127s, 127.34 half on the euro futures contract. Moving along to gold, that key area of 13.084 to 13.17.9 held, and I haven't made any adjustments to these arrows since the last video, and you can see exactly what we expected to happen. So we came down into that zone, and once we got back above 13.17.9, started to build above. We got through the minor levels of 13.30 half to 13.26.4, and we're well on our way to 13.68.2, which is what I'd be expecting today, and possibly 13.81.1 and 14.06.7. So stick with longs, but this area is going to be key: 13.68.2 and 13.81.1 on gold futures. Moving on to Bitcoin futures, as expected, Bitcoin futures coming back into this 91.10 to 95.90 area. We've got a little bit above there now, so it is possible that we're going to continue up to 12.195 to 13.495. That's going to be the key. However, if we get back down below 91.10, then, as I've mentioned before, I'm expecting 52.45 or lower on Bitcoin. But these are the two areas for now. We could play between those two areas. But once we get back down, below the 91.10, downtrend on Bitcoin should continue. As I've mentioned before, unless we get above 13.495, I'd stick with shorts. I'd be waiting and looking for ideal places to short on the Bitcoin futures. Again, this contract, this Bitcoin futures contract, $50,000 margin. So I think most of you out there are either actually playing Bitcoin itself or doing it through CFDs or some other derivative of other than the futures. Key area on the Nasdaq, 67.30.75 to 67.44 half. That's where we are right now. So this has to hold. If it does, we'll probably come back down and test the levels below. But once we got above 65.71 half, it started to really move back up again. If we get through 67.44 half, I expect it to be a much bigger retracement, probably 69.05 or much further up to the 7,000s. So that's your daily pre-market briefing. Trade well, control risk, and we'll see you next time.